here today?
Yeah, no, I had a really great time cheering my teammates on last season, but I really took a lot of time last year to work on myself and just getting better for Stacie because she did give me an opportunity to redshirt. And yeah, just working really hard to get back to who I was coming out of high school and yeah, putting that on display tonight.
And then what are the things, that worked well besides obviously the win? Mm-hmm. And then what are the things that you saw that could have been stronger?
I think today we really found a way to play together as a team. We kind of knew that we'd be a better team against San Marcos, but we knew that we still had to play Aztec basketball. So I think we really stayed together and put our best show on. And yeah, probably just continuing to push through us being a younger and new team is something that we can work on every single game. And yeah.
You had a good game today, but what sort of things you want to work on and strive forward in the next game? What sort of things you want to work on for your craft?
Probably just rebounding portion. I feel like I could have been on the glass a bit more, but other than that, I think it was a great game.
And I guess how do you feel seeing that banner in that ring? Obviously, as you said, you redshirted last. That's just seeing, your teammates and then just that opportunity.
No, it was really exciting. A long time coming. We've been thinking about these rings all summer, and so yeah, it was really nice to see.
How important is it for you to have your team's energy up, like on the court and on the bench?
It definitely helps us play through those mistakes that we have sometimes. Like just knowing that our teammates, we have each other's backs and we're always cheering each other on. It's really helpful, and yeah, it just creates a great environment, atmosphere.
How helpful was it opening against UCLA? I mean, that's the number 3 team in the country, more size than you're going to see pretty much any time. So postseason, and just what did you take from that to be so sharp for the game today?
Yeah, just like I said, kind of not playing our opponent, but just like the bigger picture. We played UCLA so we could have a sharper back end of the season. So just preparing every single game for the bigger picture. And yeah, they were just a really good opponent, really big, really tall, but yeah.
You've been here for a while. Generally, it's only the field trip day games that have the kind of crowds like tonight, over 2,500 people in the stands. Just what was that energy like, and what does it mean that seems the Mesa's waking up to how good your program is?
No, it's really exciting to see. We walked out and we were like very shocked and like a little overwhelmed, but it was a great feeling. We're really happy, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
All right, Coach, opening statement.
That was fun. It was really exciting to see the fantastic turnout tonight. Having that many people in the gym screaming, and that energy was just, it felt like the end of the season in the conference tournament type energy. So I just encourage everybody to come back. It just feels so great to walk in to this arena and hear and feel that energy. And I was really, really happy with the turnout tonight. But it was deserved. These girls worked their tail off, and for us to celebrate and raise a banner and get our rings for last year's accomplishments, it was really, really fun. And I said that in the beginning, and then I said we got to put that aside because we got to work on getting new rings, new banners. So I thought this was a great step in the right direction. Coming off the UCLA game, I thought we played really, really hard and had some stretches where we played really good basketball. We showed them the good and the bad. And I thought they tried to come out tonight and really try to extend the good moments. And I thought we did a good job of that. So a lot to build on. Proud of this team. The 19 assists really stands out to me. The way we shared the ball. We're a very good shooting team. We probably missed some threes that we won't miss normally. But again, when we share, get each other shots, we're really, really gifted and talented. So we need to keep doing that.
Coach, 5 players in double figures, all 11 that played against UCLA in the scorebook during the third quarter. Highest offensive output since the 2014-15 season in the home opener. Just what did you like about how comprehensive the effort was up and down the line?
We talked about playing at great pace and space. This is a different team than we were last year. We went through our post players last year. Kim, AD, Callie got a touch. We have really great guards that can really shoot the ball. So we want to play faster. We want to get pieces of the paint so we can spray the ball out and shoot threes. You're going to see a lot more threes this season from our team, but we're still going to continue to play together. I'm already thinking of the 2 to 3, what I would call bad shots that we took as a team. We have to take uncontested shots, and we're that good where we can get to the paint and share. So the output hopefully will continue to stay at that level because we want to play with that pace. But we also need to learn how to grind out a game when the shots aren't falling. So that flips it to the defensive side, and I thought we did a great job defensively. San Marcos is a good team. Watching their other games, I thought they have some really good additions this year, And we were able to kind of, take them out of what they wanted to do. And that's really what I'm going to take away from it. The 5 points that we gave up in the fourth quarter, I challenged them in the beginning of the third. I didn't think we came out with the same intensity. It was 9-8 in our favor. And we ended the quarter 22-8. So those type of things I think is really going to put us over the top.
Coach, this is your most strength sort of leader in our career center transfers. How do you introduce them to this culture, introduce them to this program, and show them like the success that you accomplished last year and keep pushing it forward?
It's a great question. And the answer to that is I have 4 fantastic sophomores that were freshmen last year that are leading the charge. And I want to say it goes back 2 years before that the standard was set with the kids that graduated and left. So they're just filling in, stepping into the shoes that were already kind of dug into the ground. So I think our sophomore class is doing a fantastic job of pushing us forward. And then you add kids like Nala Williams and Carly Latta and those type of kids that have great, just great humans and understanding what it takes to win. And we've just added some really good pieces. And then you have Kendall Mosley, who put on a show today shooting the ball. So we have a great mix of returning kids, freshmen, and transfers. So it's my job to make sure we blend and we're playing our best basketball in March.
Yeah, and then we saw, Jackson, play for the first time since last season. Well,
yeah.
I guess how did she get into this contribution to this team?
She's been playing well. And what I love about Alyssa is she's letting the game come to her. She's not doing anything crazy. She's taking great shots and making the easy ones. I mean, she's just playing great team basketball. She's been unbelievably coachable. She's been a great addition. And she saw last year us do what we did. So she's hungrier than ever. She spent the summer, spent last year getting herself ready. And I'm just pleased for her that she's having some success.
What are you telling your team when your team is on the run while San Marcos is changing their offense scoring?
It's not about San Marcos. It's always about us. Again, we were up, 50 points, and I was still yelling at them to play defense. We're playing for the future. We're playing for the next game. We're playing for a championship in March. So trying to keep them on the same page that I'm brick by brick, we're trying to build, so when we go into those slumps, we know how to get ourselves out of it. So challenging them to defend at a higher level, I think, was the biggest thing for me today. That was probably my only part of getting on them.
Coach, kind of an unorthodox offense. I just noticed you run 3 guards and 2 forwards, not even a center. How do you tell those girls when you're going against bigger players and bigger opponents, especially UCLA? How do you get them motivated and tell them, listen, we're going to be aggressive, we're going to be in the paint, we're going to be powerful? How do you what's your feedback on how, what's your strategy around that?
We're really playing 4 around 1 so we can open up some dribble jive lanes, because Bailey is a forward, but she's just, I call her a big guard because she could dribble, pass, and shoot. So we're trying to play 4 around 1 so we can get a piece of the paint. Every offensive possession, we're trying to get a piece of the paint, get somebody to commit so we can make the extra pass. So you're going to see, hopefully, our assists stay high and our made baskets stay high. So we want to play fast. We want to look to push and not run a lot of set plays.
And then what's going to be the preparation for Wednesday's game against Sdsu?
Give me some hours so I can watch it. But other than that, we're going to just continue to play San Diego State basketball. We're going to defend at a high level and share the ball. And if we do that, we give ourselves a really good chance to win.
And Coach, talking about pace, how important is it going to be using the depth of this team over the course of the season, being able to run 9, 10, 11 players to play significant minutes going into through non-conference and through conference play?
Well, it's the same thing. And we got kids to buy in to maybe adjusting or changing their roles for the betterment of the team. And it's going to be the same way. I mean, we have 5. I could hockey sub. We have 2 really good groups. And we do that in practice. So getting them to play together, I just love our girls, and I love what we're trying to do as a unit. And again, we have leadership meetings every week for us to focus on accepting their role, leading from their position, leading from whatever position they are, whether it's 1 through 14, everybody has an important role that's needed for us to win. And they have bought into that so far. We're only 2 games in, so we have a long way to go. But that's going to be the constant message for me.
And your program's getting an unprecedented platform, all 5 of your home non-conference games broadcast on KUSI.
How about that?
You get an N7 alternate uniform game as well. Just speak to the trajectory and the positive momentum that this program has.
Well, I think women's basketball is booming across the country. So I think we're just trying to catch up a little bit, which is a great thing. I love that we're on the radio. I have all this coverage. The girls were on KUSI the other day. So I love that they're getting their flowers right now. But you got to continue to win, and you got to keep putting a product on the floor that people want to see. I thought we did a good job of that tonight, so I'm hoping all 2,506 of them come back because it was a fun game to watch.
And then how was it like finding that rotation? And you say you had two different groups, like just forming that whole formation.
TBD, it's still working, right? It's still working because, we're going to keep playing and we're going to see who, keeps accepting the challenge. But I still think we're, like you said, 9, 10 deep where we could play 10 kids and be okay. So again, that was our superpower last year. So why change what's working?
Do you have like a main guard right now? I feel like, I saw Williams really take control of the game today. She did an excellent job in like scoring, assisting, stealing. Like, is there a main player you want taking charge, or do you want like the ball spreading around and around?
We do it by community. Nala was a great addition. She was a All-American Division II who stepped in nicely into that starting guard spot. But Naomi Panganiban and Nat Martinez they just do the little things. So we have a great group of guards, and then you go into Kaylin Hamilton, then you go into CJ Latta, and then you go into Kendall Mosley today. So we have 6 really good guards that can play at a high level. So I think it's going to be a community. I think it's going to be done with a group effort. And there's no other way I'd like it. I want 5 people in double figures. I don't want one kid shooting 30 times. That's not how we're going to play basketball here at San Diego State. So I love where we're trending. I love what we're doing. We just got to keep being consistent.
And the final thing for me, more of a kind of nuts and bolts type question for the program. It's the 3rd time in the last 4 years that you have a top 3 team in the country on the non-conference slate. You play a bunch of regional games, but also challenge yourself by going outside of the region.
Yeah.
Just what all goes into putting together a non-conference slate that can provide the appropriate amount of fire for your team to go through so they're sharpened up come conference time.
Well, playing UCLA the first game could have gone two ways. You could have got blown out and lost confidence and didn't show up for a game like this, or you can compete at a high level and walk away even in the loss saying, you know what, we got better today. And that's what we took from that game. We're playing K-State at K-State. We're playing Penn State when we go to the Bahamas. And the reason why we scheduled those games is because our goal is to win another championship. And if we do, we're going to have to go to one of those type of schools. So when we went to LSU, although it was a fantastic experience, it wasn't the result that we wanted. So we got to prepare them for those moments. So the next time they're faced with a top 10 opponent, they'll be prepared and ready and know that they can compete